Hello everybody, StarCraft here for some IPL 5 action, and it is going to be between StarTales Bomber. You know him, you love him, the awesome Terran from Korea, spawning in the top right hand corner, and down in the bottom right hand corner is going to be it actually is Polt, but here it says Ragnarok. Interestingly, they're both members of the same team, Team TSL. But I don't know why, but I guess Polt is just playing on his bro's account here. So I have no idea. Well, Ragnarok didn't even qualify for the IPL 5, getting knocked out in the qualifiers there. So this is going to be between two of my favorite Terran players, definitely two of the most exciting Terran players to watch. And this is actually game one from a best of 3 in the losers bracket. So these games that I'm going to cast, all 3 for you guys, because I love you guys, decide who comes third and who comes fourth at the IPL 5, which is a pretty damn awesome recent tournament put on in Las Vegas. What was I going to say? Yeah, put it in Las Vegas. And basically the winner of this best of 3 gets 17 grand, and whoever comes fourth gets 11 grand. So either way you're making good money. But definitely you want that extra 6 grand, baby. So these guys are going to be fighting it out, duking it out, TvT style. Now the map is Entombed Valley. Interesting. Polt, I'm gonna get confused here with this name. Polt taking his first gas while Bomber is still sitting on no gas. There he goes down with his first gas. And Entombed Valley is quite a balanced map. It's quite a good map. What you gotta watch out for is this Zelnaga tower here. If you have that, man, you can see the whole map. Well, not the whole map obviously, but you got a lot of power because you can see when your opponent's gonna move in, unless they're doing some sort of flight attack, which in TvT is pretty unlikely anyway. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of build these players go for. Right now we do see the orbital command done for Bomber, as well as more Marines on the way, getting out that first mule. But Polt is going to have his tech lab up a bit earlier, as he did get that gas a bit earlier. But his orbital command also done, got that mule going down. And Reapers on the way for Polt, while Bomber is going with a fast expansion here. So is this going to be a good move for Bomber? Because these Reapers can do some serious harassment. At the same time, there is going to be an expansion for Polt as well. God damn it, why can't he just be playing on his account? This is so much more confusing than it needs to be. Bomber right now, trying to put on some early aggression. He's got this SCV here, probably to try and build a bunker or something like that. But the Reaper is here, so they is going to be able to deal with this pretty easy. That is one ballsy SCV they're going to fall down. Although Bomber does spot the timing of the expansion and decides to react with a factory. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see Dusty Cloud Fist build? He is getting another gas, so possibly going to pop down a tech lab on that and then get a starport out super quick. Maybe get in for some Banshee harassment, something like that. At the same time, Polt is going for a 3-racks, man, so he is definitely being more of the aggressor so far. His stim pack is going to be done before Bomber as well, who is only getting a reactor. So are we going to see some Hellion harass here? Oh no, he does have the starport, so probably Banshees. But he is going to be getting out one Hellion already. Going to pop on that reactor, maybe. Yeah, it looks like he is. The tech lab's going to go down. His Stimpack is going to be way behind though. Finally going to be able to start researching some of those upgrades there. And the starport, man, is probably going to build down a tech lab as well. Send off his expansion. Interesting to note here, Polt already has a few SCVs mining down his expansion. So he is going to be a bit ahead in the income tab here, as you can see there. Actually, it's looking pretty even. But so far, if you look at the work supply, army supply, it is pretty identical. So these guys, man, they're both Korean Terran gods. So it is going to be pretty sweet watching them duke it out. We will see, guys. I don't know if you're as excited as I am, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I am freaking excited, man. And it's best of 3, so there's Possibly one more game, possibly 2 more games as best of 3. First to 2, same thing. Another factory going down for Bomber. So is he going to be transitioning into a mech style of play? He's got the tech lab here. He's got his first Banshee on the way. See, it's rallied all the way up to here. So he is going to be able to put on some damage here. But, you know, these orbital commands most likely are going to have enough energy for a scan. We see already Polt reacting with a missile tower. See, as he knows that tech lab's there. He knows Banshees are on the way. So Bomber instead going to be getting a Raven instead of opting to go for more Banshees. And this Banshee man is just going to fly right on by, although there are a whole bunch of Marines set on patrol here to deal with this. So I don't really think there's too much this Banshee can do. Bomber right now is trying to micro it as best as he can, but it's going to bail on out of there, realizing that Polt has seen this coming completely. And right now, Polt, as he's got more racks up, is going to have a slight army supply, but interestingly going for more of a bio ball, whereas Bomber is going for more of a mech style with that starport as well. Getting out Vikings, getting out Hellions. What's he doing? He's even got the siege tank upgrade going down, getting out another factory. So we'll see, man. If you guys play Terran and you're like, man, Bio's the best, you should always go Bio. And you're like, no, man, Mech's the best. You guys are about to find out, because that's what we got going down here. Bio v Mech. Who will win? Noticed how Bomber is just getting all of his gas stat, man, because he rarely needs that gas for those siege tanks, those upgrades, those Banshees, those Vikings. Whereas Polt, who is supply blocked at the moment, not anymore, is just getting up his third gas right now. Ooh, actually getting up his third as well as his second at the same time. But are we going to see an engagement here? Ooh, army supply favoring Bomber. So I don't know if this is a good move to do before he gets his Hellions in. I mean, gets some Medivacs to help him out. Bomber sees this coming. Siege mode has just finished. So this tank is going to be pretty darn handy in defending this. Pulling probes off the line there. So he was getting a pretty nervous. Wanted to keep that bunker alive. Only 2 Marines in there though. And looks like Polt is possibly going to bail out here. I don't know. What's he doing? He's checking for a third here. Notices it's not there. Is he just going to go ahead and decide to expand himself? He does have a command center on the way, so that's what it looks like he is doing. But so does Bomber. Right now he is setting up the concave. Just taking out these rocks so he can more easily defend this third down here. Where's his command center? There it is. Getting down more barracks. As well as finally getting that starport so he can get some Medivacs. Because a bio ball without Medivacs is not a bio ball indeed. I don't know what I am talking about. Armory going down. So those here is going to be coming along very soon. A lot of tanks though, and that is not fun if you are a Marine or a Marauder. He is getting the one upgrade. I just want to check quickly. Ooh, he doesn't have concussive shells. Why don't you have concussive shells? It's only 50-50, you've got 4 Marauders. It's pretty much a free upgrade. It is something you see a lot of the pro players not get. And I just, honestly, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But hey, who am I? Who am I to judge? Oh, these rocks are going to go down pretty damn fast. As I feel like right now Bomber is kind of got a pretty big advantage. He's ahead in the work supply. He's ahead in the army supply. This poor Marine man, he is so ballsy. He's like, come at me, Hellions. And yeah, he lost it for about 1 second there. At the same time though, it is going to be a double expand for Polt, realizing that, hey, he's probably a bit behind here. And maybe Bio was not the best option going up against this big ass mech ball. Check it out. Check out all those Hellions, man. Imagine if he didn't have Blue Flame. Ooh, here we go. It's just being learnt now. If he forgot to do that, that would be pretty darn hilarious. Looks like Polt is going to be moving out here. Maybe trying to lock down Bomber's third, or just testing for a fourth. Keeping these probes on the move. But it seems like we're transitioning to a pretty heavy macro game here. Both players kind of nervous to be the first to engage. As you know, that often doesn't always work out. Seeker Missile still does splash damage, not in HOTS though. Just kind of like exact same as the Yamato cannon. Getting the double armory so he can get all those upgrades. In HOTS, man, it's so much easier for Terran to get upgrades. They definitely got the most buffs. As you just need one upgrade for your ground mech units, and your air units have the same upgrade. So it's so much better. So you're definitely gonna be seeing mech. But right now, Bomber is moving out, and this is one scary mech ball. Even got the Raven in there for detection. And I definitely do not think Polt has enough to deal with this. Finally, he's got the Medivacs there. If we look at the upgrades though, the one attack is done for Bomber, whereas the 1-1, so slight upgrade advantage there for Polt. But his army supply is quite a bit behind, and these Hellions, look how easily they deal with those bio. Right now though, I think Polt is kind of, he's trying to bail. Oh! This little ball is going to get intercepted and go, oh god, that is not where I parked my car, and try and run away. But Hellions are just too fast. And right now there is so much blue flame going on. Even the Vikings here are going to be able to snipe these Medivacs. Where have the tanks gone? And oh, this bio ball seemingly just disappearing. But at the same time, Polt did not lose all of his army there, just a bit of it. These Medivacs are not going to last very long. But Bomber, he's almost maxed out here, man. And I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, yes, he does have 2 command centers on the way. So he is going to be macroing up pretty darn hard. There they are on the back of this engagement right now. And it looks like he is going to be moving in, managing to get quite a few Marines there. If we look at overall units killed, Bomber is way ahead. Stim forward there. Even some siege tanks, but not nearly as many as Bomber. These siege tanks rarely making the difference. Just completely taking out this Marine Marauders. They are going to stim forward and try and engage here. May even see the Vikings fall down once they take out this Medivac. And there they go onto the ground to clean this up. And if we look at where everything ended up there, definitely I think Bomber came out the victor there. Overall resources lost, 2,800 minerals behind for Polt. But Polt isn't doing too bad. He's got his 4th base up. He's creating... what is he doing? What else are you doing, Polt? You sneaky little Polt. What are you doing? Getting up his double gas there. His macroing isn't too bad. It's not as good as Bombers, who got up 2 command centers. He's got his 4th base and potentially could drop down that as a 5th. But if you look at the income, Polt is actually way ahead in minerals there. He must have saved up those mules or something, but this Hellion down here is trying to get some kills. Manages to get 1 kill, although he is going to get taken out, so not worth it there, although he does scout this 4th base here. So Polt's macro is actually pretty good, I take that back. He's got 4 bases, so does Bomber, but I guess he's had them up a bit more. There goes Bomber's mules, so suddenly, whoa, look at his mineral income quite a bit ahead. But what is Bomber doing? He's got the 2 attack. He's got none of the air upgrades. But he's just going to keep pumping out Hellions, keep pumping out siege tanks. Excuse me, because it seems to really be working for him at the moment. He's got a plating 1, attack level 3. Attack is really what you want as well, because siege tanks sitting back, once you get that 3 attack, is so devastating against this Fireball. And I just wanted to say, how awesome is the Terran music, man? It's definitely my favorite music out of all the races. It just makes everything sound so much more epic. Double sentry tower, I feel like that's something a lot of players tend to forget to build. But right now there is going to be an engagement. These Hellions going, oh god, I think I'm a bit outnumbered here, so they are going to bail on out. But look at this, man. Bomber just saying, come at me, brah. I've got complete map superiority here. Just owning that Zalnaga tower, controlling it. Like I said, is so important because you can pretty much see everything in terms of engagement. It's very hard to be surprised Although, is Bomber going to get a little bit of surprise here? As both players are maxed out, so it looks like Polt is going to move in and possibly try to take out this 4th, maybe even the 5th. I don't know if he knows the 5th is there. No, he doesn't. But he's probably going to go check that out. Although these Hellions are going to have something to say about it. And the Vikings are here to just completely own the Medivacs and even drop down if they need to. But they do not need to. And Hellions are a very cost-effective unit. They're not very expensive. You can pump out them so many at a time. And yeah, someone is calling me. But I love you guys so much. I'm not going to pick up my phone. I would never do that. I would never do that. And I'm enjoying this game too much because things are going down, man. Look at this production tab. There is so much. These Hellions are going to be coming down here trying to take out all these workers. And I think they're going to have no problem doing it. Although Polt is going to be swinging up here to try and say, hey, man, eye for an eye. You want to mess with my base? I'm going to stim in and mess with your base. There is a planetary here. Bomber needs to put all of his workers onto repair, although it falls down almost instantly as he does have the 2-2 upgrades. And that base goes down. But hey, base for base. And right now, the army's on complete opposite sides of the army. Bomber deciding to bring back his tanks, try and defend against this. But at the same time, Polt has taken, I don't know, a 4th base as his other 4th got taken out. These Hellions, though, may be engaging here. And this has just been a non-stop action game, man. How freaking exciting. May even pick up here and just jump on into the main if Polt decides to. Manages to take out... Was that a command center or a barracks? But here come the Hellions. And microed correctly. They are just so bloody speedy. With those tanks there to back him up. And right now, Polt is kind of wedged into a corner. So it looks like he is going to be forced to engage. But there are so many tanks. They do siege up. And Polt goes, I'm getting out of here, man. I'm not taking on those siege tanks. Straight on. So that is the thing. Although now Polt has a whole bunch of siege tank of his own. As well as Thors. But there are Thors on the way. I think they're already... Oh! That was not one happy tower there. So battle of the siege tanks right now. Both players just out of line. There is a Thor here. Thor here for Polt. So I think Polt made the right choice here, going mixing up his build, getting out those tanks so he doesn't lose center map position and he can kind of share it in a way with Bomber. And he is going to be going for a sneaky divert attack up here. Bomber is just becoming aware of it, so he decides to move his army on over, and we are going to be seeing a fairly big engagement, although I feel like these tanks are just going to be able to eat up this Marine Marauder ball all day long, and these Hellions are going to chase it down. So Polt deciding to bail once again there, keeping his Marauders alive, trying to be as cost effective as he can. I don't know how many bases we're up to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases down for Polt, but hey, the exact same amount of bases for Bomber. And like I said, this map is quite nicely matched for expansions, so you can go ahead and expand, and you're always going to be engaging around the center position. You know, sometimes up here or over there if you're going to go for a sneak attack, but if you have control of that tower, you can pretty much see everything that's coming along. Right now, this Thor is looking pretty badass here to deal with those Vikings. Then another command center is going to be on the way part. Oh, but the swing around from Bomber, trying to take out a few of these SCVs here. It looks like he is going to be doing it. That blue flame, man, it just eats SCV's upper breakers. Oh, here are the tanks. And those Hellions did not last very long, but here are some more tanks. So I feel like it's a bit of an awkward situation when you have tanks on tanks, because it's like, man, I'm not unsieging right now and just walking into your line of fire. I'm just going to chill here. And it looks like this orbital command may actually be taken out by these Vikings. Polt does have a few Vikings of his own, choosing not to engage them here, as I feel like Bomber may have the Viking advantage. Overall units, 8 Vikings to 5. Look at this, 1 Thor for Bomber, 0 Thor for Polt. What is going on? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? I'm just getting too captivated by the units tab here. And oh my god, that orbital command is going to survive there. Definitely thought that was going down. 16 tanks, 21 tanks to Bomber. So that is a pretty big supply discrepancy. And if you look at the army supply, man, Polt is desperate to have this command center come on up, but hey, these tanks definitely in range. I don't know why they just unsieged there. It's like he is doing him a favor. And look at his army, man. He is setting up a huge contain right now. So Bomber always with his creative play. He's pretty awesome. And the Hellion is going to be scouting down here. So he knows right now that there's no other hidden expansions. He's got the macro lead at the moment. Look at the income discrepancy. Polt falling way behind. He's got the supply lead. So Bomber playing a very smart game. Getting that center map control, like I said, that is so important in this map. And be able to contain Polt, force him not to expand, while over here he's just going do. I'm going to be building 3 command centers at once because I know you're not going to be able to sneak up and take me out. I can see everything you're doing, although Polt is sick of it and he's going to decide to try and move up with these tanks here. Although, what are they going to do? I mean, he is trying to expand here. That is a pretty ballsy expansion. Can he lock this down just with those tanks, though? He is going to attempt to, and I feel like he has to. He has to try to do something. He could even try and land an orbital command down here. Battle cruisers on the way for Polt. Hey-oh! That is very cool, man. Although there are going to be more Vikings on the way for Bomber, and he's already got 2. But if he can deal with those Vikings, I think battle cruisers is a good move. He knows he's a bit behind here. He knows he's got to do something, and he knows there's a lot of sieged up tanks kind of forcing him into a corner. And you know what's good against sieged up tanks? Battle cruisers, baby. So he is going to be backing this up with Vikings as well. So Polt, man, he's been super creative with his and kind of reactive in his playstyle so far. You know, he went with the bio ball, saw that Bomber was going with mech and was like, okay, this is not good situation. Oh, those morals are slightly overextending there. So then he went into a bit more of a mech play, got a whole bunch of tanks, and then he was like, okay, well, I'm getting out macroed here. I got to do something, a bit of a desperation play, and so he's getting battle cruisers. So we'll see. We'll see. Are they? Looks like the battle cruisers have already been done. 3 of them there. Oh, although it looks like Bomber is going to be moving in here. The battle cruisers have been revealed. So have the Vikings. Going to go for the Ravens. Are the Ravens going to seek a missile? Oh my god. Has Polt done the unthinkable here? He's way behind in every way. Have these battle cruisers swan things around him. There are Thors here to deal with this. One Thor does go down though. He needs to keep these battle cruisers alive so badly. Another Thor does go down. And Bomber forced to retreat because he's got so many tanks, but he's got nothing to deal with these battle cruisers. At the same time, you see him pumping out more Thors, pumping out more Vikings, going, oh my god, I just completely lost air superiority and I've got to do something about it. These tanks here need to siege up, and they do indeed. But you know what's good up against siege up tanks? Battle cruisers, and they're just going to go to town. These Thors and Vikings are going to be out pretty soon, so Polt needs to put on pressure. But at the same time, Bomber's almost maxed out. He has so much income coming in. He's just going to waltz in here with his tanks. Go for the supply depots, not a bad option, as he could potentially supply block. But these battle cruisers have completely taken out all these tanks here. The Vikings are flying in. There is a Thor here, but there are so many Vikings. He's getting the 1 attack and 2 armor upgrade as well. He's already got the 1 attack. This Thor is going to go down. These battle cruisers being so effective, each with about 7 kills. So that is huge. This bunker is going down. And at the same time, it's a bit of a base race situation as Bomber's going in here with his tanks, taking out this natural here, and there is nothing to defend against it. These tanks taking out this 3rd as well, completely supply blocking Polt. All he really has is these battle cruisers to try and keep him in this game, and at the same time, Bomber is just going to town all over. Oh no, this is Polt, sorry. Going to town over Bolt's bases. So we have a serious base race situation going on here. Notice how Bomber has his Hellions here, looking out for sneak expansions, trying to get up this expansion here. And oh my god, there's so much going on. These tanks, man. Oh, the battle cruisers. Oh, they met with the... Oh, falls there. One of them does fall. Managed to keep 2 of them alive that are going to be going down on these SCVs. And look at this income discrepancy. Polt is supply blocked. He's way behind in income. His army is going to be regrouping, and he needs to keep these battlecruisers alive because they are literally the only thing he has to deal with Bomber's 16 tanks. Right now, Bomber, though, is getting a Banshee, getting a Viking, getting more 8 Hellions, whereas Polt can't get anything as Bomber has taken out all of his bases here and is even going to town on all of his buildings in his main. So Polt desperately trying to hang on here, but I don't know if it is going to be enough. He has managed to keep these battlecruisers alive. Definitely the MVPs of the game. 22 kills each. He's even got a couple of Ravens here. He's trying to stop a Bomber from getting any income, but you see here 1, 2, 3 bases, and these mules, man, look at that. No income for Polt at the moment. He does land here. He might decide to drop some mules, but I don't even know if he has the production quality capability to do anything with the money if he gets it. He's supply blocked. All his buildings are getting taken out. Although, hey-oh, he is just strolled into Bomber's base and returning the favor. So this has been one sweet, sweet, sweet TvT, man. And that's why I love these players. You never know what to expect. They love to react to each other's style. Polt, man, if he didn't have those 3 battlecruisers, he would have been out of this game, you know, 10 minutes ago. So definitely saved his ass there, although he's definitely way, way, way behind here. As Bomber has so many bases. Oh, he's got these 3 starboards here, pumping out 3 Vikings at a time. Oh no, that is devastating. You know what that means? That means these battlecruisers, man. Oh, although they are commanders, they are definitely the MVPs of the game. Soon to be executors. I don't know if they can deal with 19 Vikings. 13 Vikings, 2 battlecruisers, 2 Ravens against 6 Ravens, 19 Vikings, and a Banshee. So Polt, man, you got to do some serious micro. You could even drop a mule there. You've got enough energy, but realizing he actually could drop about 3 mules. He doesn't have anything to build back here. Oh, he's got a sneaky little supply depot thing going down there, and Bomber sees everything that's going on here. He does not know about these supply depots down here though. And oh no, the battlecruisers have been intercepted by the Vikings, and they're gonna fall. Oh, goodbye, Commander. You have served Polt well. And he's going to try and have a last-ditch effort. Decides to land these Vikings as there are way too many Vikings in the air to deal with. Bomber might decide to land his Vikings as well, right on top of the tanks. Yes, he does. And this is surely going to clean them up. And there is the GG from Polt. So, oh my god, what a sweet game. I might go as far as to say epic. Oh my god, that was actually epic. That was such a fun game, man. And usually I don't dig casting games with Protoss because you guys know I'm super biased. But this game just makes me love Terran. That was so much fun. Both players mixing up their build orders, reacting to each other really well, macroing really hard, playing really, really smart. And Bomber in the end was just too good. He took that container in the middle and he held on to that, and that just gave him too much of an economic advantage. And that's what won him the game, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you did, please subscribe. I'm going to be putting up the next couple of games, as this is a best of 3. So stay tuned for game 2. Is Polt going to be able to come back here? So yeah, subscribe for that. And I'll see you guys later.